'Cause we're differently abled, differently.
Take a look at these incredible women who are members of a girls' club at Umoja Disability Centre.
She is a proud member of a girls' club at Umoja Disability Centre, a place that plays a vital role in her life.
I am passionate about disability advocacy, whereby I volunteer and also participate at Umoja Disability Centre.
The centre gives the members an opportunity to share life experiences as they tackle life.
We have girls club whereby we come, sit down, discuss about things we go through as girls with a disability, and also we motivate each other whereby we tell each other different stories about how school was and how we interact in our houses and how the society is at large.
Wanjiru's confidence is largely attributed to her upbringing. Her parents gave her equal opportunities and treatment growing up.
My siblings were very supportive. Like, for example, if we were going to church, they would make sure that they take me to church and bring me back home. When it comes to people maybe staring, as a person living with disability, when we are walking, people stare. If you stay in an environment whereby people do not understand that there are people living with disability, you find that people stare. When you are walking, people stare, and then along the environment, you hear children asking, "What did you do? Were you born with disability? Did you have an accident?" So things like that, things like those, my family would look at those people and say, "What are you looking at?" So my family was good in terms of making sure I feel comfortable being disabled, and also ensuring that no one questioned my disability.
According to Wanjiru, the society needs to be aware of disability. This could go a long way in changing the stories of persons with disability.
If you are studying in a day school as a person living with disabilities, there is the challenge of going to the toilet, because some day schools do not have the modern toilet whereby it is comfortable for a person to use. Another challenge is whereby you are educated by teachers who do not understand more about disability. So you may find that a teacher may not be able to give you the required education, which is accommodating your disability, whereby you may find a person with disability is a slow learner, and as a slow learner you cannot be taught at the same pace as people who do not have disability. As people living with disability, kuna ile unapata, tuseme ukipanda matatu, kuna hizo matatu ambazo hazina ramps ama hazina good seats. You find that ukikalia matatu kuna hiyo kufinyana kwa gari, ama unapata saa zingine umekosa hata mtu wa kukupeleka kwa bus stop.
Wanjiru's disability, as narrated by her mother, might have been as a result of medical negligence at a tender age.
My mom told me that I once got sick due to polio, I can feel my body, but due to the medicine, sometimes I find my body shaking, my hands also shake once in a while.
From a young age, Wanjiru had the desire to help people. She knew exactly what career she would venture into.
I studied counseling, that is psychology. When I was young, I told myself I like motivating people, so I would study counseling. Even when I was in class 6, when people were struggling to know what they would be, in my head I always knew I would want to be a counselor.
The disability advocate uses social platform, among others, to help people and hopes to do even more.
The first thing you have to know is the offices which are there for people with disability. For example, you have to have a card, a disability card, whereby if you need a wheelchair, you can go to APDK and apply for one. The second thing, you need to be in contact or even in organizations that speak more about disability, so that if there is help that is provided within the organization or even the centers, you can be among those people who benefit. You know, most of us as people with disability tumetembea sana tukipromisiwa vitu, tukiambiwa mahali fulani kuna usaidizi. As a community, we have to understand that things do not happen in a blink of an eye. Huwa ina take time. So kujiunganisha na some of these organization, hapo ndo usaidizi inakuja. Na pia kukua informed more about disability rights, what we have in our county offices for the disability people. And also as a government, naweza urge people in offices to promote us more by giving organizations money to support our ideas, and also to support small vocational training centers.
Wanjiru believes in people achieving anything they set their minds on, and this includes persons with disabilities.
People with disability should not depend on being given. Ukisaidiwa once, use your brains and use what you are given to generate something out of the little thing that you are given.
Jacinta Adhiambo was at the peak of her life, raising a family and running her business, when one morning things took a drastic turn.
2017 nikashikwa na stroke. Sasa hiyo ndio imenisumbua mpaka leo. Yaani niko mgonjwa. Siko sawa. Sasa nahitaji dawa kumeza. Dawa ndio bado sina. Hiyo stroke ilinipata nikiwa kwa church. Sasa nilikuwa kwa church, tulikuwa na church. Sasa nikiamka asubuhi kwa kitanda naanguka chini. Hiyo ndio ilianza. Sasa nilikuwa nasikia ukizunguzungu. Hapo ndio nilianza kukonjeka. Hapo ndio waliniambia niko na stroke ya hiyo kizunguzungu. Na walipima pressure. Wakapata kama pressure yangu iko juu.
Initially, she had relied on her husband's support, but that is no longer the case.
Nimekuwa siwezi fanya kazi yoyote. Hiyo sasa ndio imekuwa ngumu kwangu. Baba yao angekuwa karibu, angekuwa ananisaidia. Sasa anakujanga tu once per month. Sasa kazi ni watoto ndio watoke shule wafanye kazi ya nyumba. Hiyo kulipa rent ni nyumba. inakuanga nini inakuanga ngumu juu sasa nikimpigia saa zingine anachelewa. Sasa inabidi nidaiwe hiyo na sina.
It is not business as usual since she suffered from stroke.
Sasa hiyo kizunguzungu ilianza tu peke yake. Nikaanza tu kuanguka nikiamuka. Sasa hiyo ndio ilikuwa ugonjwa, wakaenda kunipima. Daktari alikuwa anauliza kama niko na stress na sikuwa nayo.
Jacinta has encountered countless challenges that have put her at the mercies of people.
Imekuwa sasa kuna dawa ya kutuma hiyo ya kumeza. Ndio naona kazi alipoteza, hana pesa. Sasa hivi yenye simezi dawa naona narudi chini, hakuna nguvu.
Her health has deteriorated over time. She stopped taking her medication and this could have dire consequences.
Nimegonga pande ya left, mkono na mguu. Sasa left ndio haina nguvu. Right iko na nguvu. Sasa hiyo imekuwa shida, hata siwezi enda kazi.
Jacinta remains hopeful that help will come her way and she will once again fend for her young family.
Sasa nilikuwa naomba mwenye anaweza nisaidia na dawa nipate kufanya kazi hiyo, hata hiyo ya saluni na watoto hata waweze kupumzika.
We now take a short break, but we'll be right back with more. Don't go too far.
'Cause we're differently abled, differently.